All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down, it's Lauletta. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's Lauletta. It's hauled in by Shepherd. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Lauletta throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, Lauletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
And they'll run it here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Run, run. Black, black. Ricky.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Lauletta from the 50. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Lauletta on first down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw, Lauletta. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lefty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone.
Lauletta on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10.
Lucky 56. Over.
Here's Lauletta. And incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This is third and long. Here's Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Eluding the pressure right. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Third and 2, Lauletta. It's caught, Shepard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Detroit!
Now it's Lauletta. as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Looking long for Thomas. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shorty.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
82. 82.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line, twisting away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's caught by Ware. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On first down, Wentz. And he finds a man in a crossing route. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Black, come on. 81, 81. That's it. Let's go. Big series right here.
Wentz now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to go down again. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, it's Lauletta. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On second down, here's Loletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Hot.
Loletta now to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
74. 82.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Great 15. Great.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lion. Great. That's it.
Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now, Wentz again. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. This is intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, nice move. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Lauletta. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Shorty. Go.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So that one will be accepted. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Now Lawlett on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the others. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Switch.
Lawlett. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out and out come the Eagles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Gone! Now let's go! Green!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. Looking deep for Demarius. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Demarius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Come on. Here we go.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right, and now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Lawletta. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go. Great. Hey, ram.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, stack. Black, come on.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Great. Great 57. Black, come on. Black, come on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wentz going to throw. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz got to have this one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. They'll run it again with Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Lauletta to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green,
They'll
39.
run it now out of the gun.
Green, 39.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
You